Welcome to RamRods Reacts. I'm Joe Fanchin, and this is Maddie Braun, our media manager. This is one of her first commentary videos, and so we wanted to get her some time in front of the camera too, and not just behind the camera, and also mix it up for you guys, so you guys get some different perspectives on what's happening with these matches and these shooters, and just that different type of commentary style and knowledge and experience. So welcome, Maddie. Excited to have you.
Thank you. I'm nervous to be on camera, and I'm nervous to watch the match and the archers, so we're just a little bit nervous.
We have a lot going on. We're going to start off with the Turkey versus Spain Recurve mixed team bronze medal match here, and we're going to get right into it.
On target number 1, representing Turkey, Ezgi Basuran.
So we got Miguel and Elia.
Mete, Gazoz.
So they don't put up their names, unfortunately, but we all, I think, know Mete. A lot of experience, a lot of comfort, a lot of success in the mixed team the last several years.
It's always super fun to watch him shoot, too.
And for Spain, we got Elia.
Mete Gazoz.
And this is a very experienced Spanish team as well. Elia has been crushing it this year.
Serious.
But perhaps, I mean,
Just recently shot a
they
world
have
record
been shooting
for
at
quadruple
this
70.
venue, or at least in this city, for a very long time. But then you would expect that home advantage to show in the individual matches.
But she might
as
be a
well.
little bit new to some of the team
That
matches or
hasn't
medal
been the case,
matches,
so
at least at the World Cup
we'll see
level.
how they fare here.
But she's obviously just as capable as everybody here, and we're excited to see her take it away here. So good first shot, snuck in the top there.
Straight into the 10.
Not great, little low right.
Low right.
The shot looks relatively comfortable, but
Canales.
unfortunately just leaked a little low right.
Get our first sighting of the host nation team. And Ezgi Basuran.
Okay.
A little bit high there.
So
which
adjusting here, not
side
sure
a
if
bit
that was a
before.
sight or anchor position or something else. It looked
I
relatively
don't know if that
clean,
was
but
like a mental
Maybe not
couple
getting a
of
good
clicks
win
to the
read
side,
from
or
what the other
if
team
she hopes
did.
that's enough,
yeah.
but if that really was a good
There
Clean
you
shot.
go.
and it hit there high up in the 7, then
Nice and smooth.
Might
Probably
make
shooting a
the
lot of
side a
weight,
bit
heavy
more.
arrows, drilled right in the
We'll see
10.
who
We are seeing a little bit more movement maybe from the flags behind the archers than some of the other matches. So we'll have to keep an eye on that wind in the back.
This is in Spain's
Slower
hands now, 2
anchor.
10s, and they've got the first set points.
Control.
and
Big
Alvarino
bow arm
has,
swing, just a
uh,
little leaked.
I
Same
would
level.
say
Yeah, nice
made a
grouping
comeback
though.
over the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's got to give you confidence to start trying to
2014
really
to
dial in on that
2016,
10.
and he kind of fell away a little bit, and then over the last couple of years he's just been
Clean
Ooh.
shot.
There you
Great
go.
recovery.
so.
Looks like she's
it's
feeling
cool to see
comfortable,
him,
knows what she's
in
doing,
yet
and
another
great
finals,
recovery with a
match
19 in the
for
last
yet
2
another
arrows to get
finals
back to a
venue.
37. So it takes a 20 for Turkey to tie. All right, better.
Again, it just
Getting
keep
that level a
moving
little
more.
better.
Yeah, just keep moving that sight down a little
The
bit.
group was good, but just not centered yet. So if she has adjusted her side enough now, then they might get back into this match in the next set. This set is at least going to Spain.
Leaked a little low. It looks like he's comfortable. I don't know if that was his fault or just an issue with the wind or the, little flub, but you definitely want a
detail
little
here
bit
is that they
more
have matching
confidence
bows in
going
the
into the
Turkish
second
colors.
end, knowing you're probably going to need to shoot a
Red and
36 to start to put some pressure on
As
them.
are their shirts.
Shout out to both of these
Again, in the same little group.
Turkish archers shooting some
Yeah, I was going to say,
ultras here.
move your side
She's
a little bit
smooth,
more
and she's
just
keeping
keep shooting
really
controls.
consistent timing, and she's got a good
She's
group
getting
up there.
some nice
Yeah,
hits.
it's challenging.
Off the-
Sometimes shooting in these
Seems like he's telling her to stay
big
calm and do her
finals
thing.
matches, just your body feels a little
And it's so
different.
nice to have a teammate
Your
that can back it up
positioning,
with
your body
a really
position,
good
ankle
ten.
position can be
So
just a
that
little different.
not
The
all is
lighting
lost.
is not always consistent with what you're used to on those north-facing fields. So a lot of stuff can feel very out of body or not as sensitive as you're used to. It takes a lot of mental and physical preparation, I think, to get into the match, get dialed in, and get those arrows centered as quickly as possible.
Very long hold for him. But
That looked really comfortable, just leaked out.
Seems
Right now,
physically
unfortunately
strong enough
for
to get
Turkey,
away with it,
those
but
little leak
it
out
does
nines
mean
for
that
Spain are
in
not
the
making that much of a
team,
difference.
They only have 80 seconds for 4 arrows, which comes down to 20 seconds per arrow. And I think he might have used a couple seconds more than 20.
There we
Good
go.
shot. He's dialed in.
Yeah, that's 2 right there in a row. Always nice to see another lefty crushing it too.
Yeah,
Maybe
not a
it's
lot of
not
lefties
time,
getting
but,
to the
it
elite
took us
level
time
or
to
on
come
the
up
finals
in big
venue very
position
often,
here.
and it's
Couple of
exciting
very
to see.
important arrows here from Basuran and Gazoz.
A little bit of a wobble.
length of time. But you got it.
Actually,
Okay.
the best arrow of her so
So
far.
Just muscle it in there.
a little bit of deep breaths here.
Seems
Obviously
slightly
talking to the
longer
coach,
hold.
trying to sort
Thinking
out
that
what's going
perhaps
on,
the wind has picked
but
up a little bit.
That was what I was
feeling
thinking,
better
yeah,
about that.
It seems
Yeah.
like the flags in the back
Mete can
are
put it in the
wavering
10
a
ring
little
here.
bit
They got a
more.
chance.
Maybe the longer holds are due to the wind, and yeah, that was
Dang
right
it.
before the buzzer.
It's
I think
unfortunate. He's
maybe
crushing that
their
first arrow, and the second one's been
bow
dropping
and
low.
therefore their sides beat a bit more, and there's a bit more hesitation before.
They had a chance to put something together there,
Shooting their
but the
shot.
35 is not. Oh,
Very tough
okay.
grouping there.
Great grouping.
Getting dialed in.
Just a single point dropped. The first 3 arrows for Spain.
So gotta feel comfortable. Obviously, want to focus and.
Oh no! Me, that's gone way off. I think
Was she
it's
ran out of time?
5.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, a bit of
Well,
rushed shots because of the
I don't.
lack
Did
of
they?
time.
Did he not
Wait,
leave her
wait.
very much time?
Let's go back. Let's just double check.
I heard the buzzer right after she shot.
Well, he did take a long time, but hang on, let's see. From the beginning of
Sides
his
beat
shot,
it
let's
more
look at the
and
timer.
There's a bit more hesitation
They don't put one up.
before
Yeah, not
shooting
not
your
great
shot.
on World Archery for not having this info in here. He was going real slow. We were watching him.
Yeah, and his
So
timing
what's their
is
countdown here?
getting slower.
Just a single point dropped.
8, 7,
7,
3 arrows
6.
for Spain.
5.
2.
Those.
Damn.
Yeah, I just
Damn.
tried to yank it off,
It's gone
and
way off.
Shoot. Yeah, that was not good clock management. I'm happy they're pretty relieved overall. They're still obviously tied. Although I mean, if they'd even shot a 6, I think they would have won that set.
Does mean that Turkey are right back in the match.
Well, that's a huge, huge gift for Turkey.
yeah.
And now they have a chance to make this a real match again, even though they weren't looking as comfortable.
And now Miguel's going to be thinking about his timing and going to be trying to be a little bit more consistent and quick with it. Hopefully he can kind of settle back down.
Yeah, time clock management is super important, and I can say that also too because I was really always the slow shooter on my target.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to position, your shooters in a way that they're complementing each other's speeds here. And
But it happens. I mean, it can even happen in singles matches
more
too.
movement here on
Yeah.
Basuran's shot compared to
Dropping a little low
8,
now.
not great. Okay, but yeah, 8-9 from Spain, and now Turkey is.
She's still looking smooth. She's just kind of chasing it around a little bit. And I do think Mete is one of the few shooters, speaking of timing, that he can kind of slow down or speed up his shot, and his consistency still kind of stays the same.
Yeah,
But
but what's going on
maybe
here?
not here.
there might be a little bit more wind.
After being number 1 qualifier,
He seems surprised with
he's obviously
why it
kind of
went
looked
so
to as
far
the
left.
leader of this team and to carry it, and to be shooting a handful of shots in the red in a medal match is not where you want to be.
There you go.
Good shot. A little bit of a slow getting to the anchor, but it looked like he had a good pace through the clicker. And that's going to buy Elia a lot more time here.
For sure.
Allow her to shoot her comfortable shot without rushing too much. Nice. So
Solid.
these archers are getting pushed around the board a little bit here off the
Last 10
target.
seconds.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
mean-
Maybe it's the first match of the day. Maybe we got some swirly
Last
winds.
set.
Nice. Good recovery. Okay. It's within reach.
Mete in a spot
Mete.
where he can get a tie
There's a back and forth.
by shooting another one of those things.
But yeah, I would say, like to your point earlier, Mete is very adjustable, I think, in his his speed to execute quickly or slowly.
Shot a 7.
Really wants a 10 here, I'm sure. Oh,
Only a 9.
just too many missed
34.
opportunities so far. Both these clubs, these teams obviously have the talent and the skill. Just a little bit of hiccups here and there, and probably showing why they're in the bronze medal match and not the gold medal match. But still, they're beating 24 other teams probably this tournament, so they're all capable of crushing it. All right, so Spain 4-2 now after a wild first 3 sets.
Oh, like it.
All right, 9.9, pretty good.
She found her rhythm and her shot now.
Mete probably a little frustrated with himself for letting some of these other ones slip away, but
slowly adjusted her sight, and now she is pretty much centered. A longer hold by Mete, so there might be some wind on his bow.
there you
To
go.
the middle anyways.
You can see that flag really fluttering behind him. Maybe
Yeah,
just kind of waiting and expanding real slow.
Mete seems a bit more nervous than what I'm used to seeing from him. He's not. I'm
all right,
not
so
saying
10-9 by
he
Turkey,
looks
strong
nervous at all,
start
but,
finally.
just
Whatever
more
chasing
than
they've been doing with their sights and their anchor points or the wind issues,
pressure of
hopefully getting
shooting
dialed
his
in.
own country,
Oh
or
my gosh, there must be.
the pressure of the Olympic Games.
Am I just not seeing wind out here? I don't know what's going on. Again, lighting can be an issue, but you normally see these archers coalesce on the middle as the match goes on, but
said that this is
just some surprises here.
first thing I've seen of him, so
Good shot.
it might just be
Still dropping in on that right
This
edge of the
moment,
10, but
that one
if it's working for you, just
judgment.
keep it up.
Sure, and two, like if you shoot a 6 in a match, I do think something kind of flips in you to where it's like, well, you can't have a worse shot than that on purpose. So
Yeah.
just kind of get back to your process and think about what you want to think about. And
Nice. That's the most consistent end I think we've seen from lead Turkish archers so far. Mete all of a sudden in position to close out an end. Good shooting. Oh my gosh. What a roller coaster.
We are getting our first shoot off of this session.
Like one of the other matches we watched today, just
we're not.
if you had told me they would have been
Yeah,
tied, I
second
would
shoot
never have guessed it would be like this. So now up to Spain to find their groove again. They are obviously out of this set,
So
but want to send a message, which
For
that's
me-
what you want. There you
Yeah.
go.
when a set's done,
a little bit snappier timing.
Because they're going to a shoot-off, so they, This
yeah,
is-
you could
this is
consider them
basically
dead arrows, but
practice
you
to
can
say,
also really use
get it
them to
dialed
get
in.
some information about the field, so you can use them to just aim in the middle and see how far the arrow strays off, or you can
Comfortable
aim off
body
and see how
language,
that
but
works,
leaking
so-
right
so
again.
more
I don't know.
Between,
Turkey
between those two archers, they just got a lot of arrow holes in the right side of the target there.
Yeah.
Turkey have won
When
two
you get
shootouts.
lucky with it and it hits that right side 10, you're happy, but you got to be aware that your group is not centered here, and if you need a cushion on some other arrows, you don't have it. All right,
So
big
Spain
arrows
first
here.
with Miguel, Alvarino,
Clock
Garcia
management still important.
in the shoot off for the bronze medal.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
decent 9. but
yeah,
leaves
left
a lot of
side,
room
a
for
little bit
improvement
surprising,
for
but he's probably made some
those who present the
adjustments.
arrow.
Looks like they requested a fresh target face too.
Yeah,
So alternating teams between each
nice
arrow.
and smooth. A little bit shaky. Oh, it's
Very similar
similar.
to the
That's
one that
really close if it
Miguel
comes down to
shot.
that.
Just to remind you, it's,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
score first, so the higher
All right,
score
Elia.
wins. But in the case of a tie
Big
score,
experience
they look at
match
which
here.
arrow
Keep
shows
visualizing
the center,
everything.
so it's really important to shoot a really good arrow now.
Oh my gosh! A little
that's
bit of a
pretty much
drift, and it hits the
impossible to
dead
do.
center X. Does
Oh
that
my
clinches it?
goodness.
Gazoz can
Unless
hit
Mete can
the
drop it
centre
on the
of target,
spider
I think
too.
even Then Alvarino's 9 might
Oh, but he
be
could.
closer than Basuran's. Big pressure on this one.
Oh,
Dang it.
Pushed it way out into the 8, so it's a clear win.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
okay.
Overall, even though they were
What
forced
a
into
roller
shoot
coaster
off,
for Elia this match.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
shot
gosh.
just ever so slightly
It
better.
looks like she's having a great time.
Just
Some
looking
crazy
at
stuff
that
happened.
raw score, but also
They're shooting for obviously some real hardware in the bronze medal. Not quite the pressure of a gold medal match, but great experience nonetheless,
I think that
shooting with a more experienced teammate against a very good Turkish team, and definitely Team Spain shot better overall, more consistent arrow average and placement, but it still came down to the freaking shoot-off. It still could have gone the other way with just a little bit here or there with that shoot-off arrow.
Yeah, and interesting too to see like what kind of a role momentum might have played as well, with just like these little changes in mindset, like running out of time, shooting after the buzzer, and then like maybe that just releases a little bit of a pressure valve, and then you're able to just be like, okay, don't worry about it, just focus on the process, versus trying to chase your arrows around the middle, which maybe not happened with Team Turkey.
Yeah, and every archer's kind of going through some different stuff of what, again, where their group is, what they're seeing, again, with the lighting, the wind, the positioning of this finals match field, and then talking with their coach and their teammate on what they're seeing and is happening to them. But Turkey, they got handed kind of a big gift with the clock mismanagement with Spain, and they had a couple opportunities, but they were obviously just a little bit off and not able to really get back in the zone with the way we've seen some of the other team matches go today. So Turkey's got to be a bit frustrated with himself. I know Mete probably is. Shooting at home, high expectations as the number one seed with like a 688 or 689. And I think got knocked out, or maybe, not spoilers, I guess, but a bit early in the individual matches. But obviously would have loved to get the home crowd on their side here, but didn't seem quite as loose with his demeanor. Had some good shots, but also a lot that would be, I guess, surprising for an archer of his level. Looked comfortable, but just not quite dialed in, and obviously frustrated that slipped through his fingers there. Even down to the last arrow, they still had a chance, and they were in it.
The takeaway is timing is important.
Yeah, and again, little margins on all these different facets of shooting and your coordination with your team that add up to a victory or defeat in the end. So exciting match, very interesting, and excited to get on to the next one. So join us for more RamRods Reacts, and we'll have more matches coming your way.